Well, that all just happened. That all just happened. What was that, people? What are we even doing? What was that? 27-20 in overtime. It's a win. That goes down as a W. I don't know what we just watched. Do you guys know what we just watched? What the hell was that? What just happened? It's better than a loss. Like an hour ago, that was a loss. Thanks, everybody. Get on in. Come on in. Join. We'll hang out here. We got, I'm working a little bit under the weather here, but we're gonna keep it together as long as we can here today. We got necessary. We got the tea. We got a little lozenge that will pop here. But if any of you know what that was, get it in the chat. Pinned. Did I pin it? It's pinned. Did I click the pin button? Hang on. I got to go click the pin button. I don't think I clicked the pin button. Operator failure. Operator failure. I got to click the pin button. I got to pin it. Pin the message. It's now pinned to the top of the chat. There. Look, I did it. The link at the top of the chat is how all of you out there in video land, you can join the show via video chat here today. A couple of upgrades I do believe we've made from last week. One, when it pops up on your, if you go on your phone, hold your phone vertical wise, when it pops up on your phone, it should bring up a little screen where you can enter your name this time. So I don't have to be like, hey, who you, who dis, new phone, who dis. You can write your name in, and that should probably help out a little bit. And I think we changed it so you're not randomly going to be hearing other people waiting on hold and all that. So utilize the link. Mike McAllister in the chat. What's up, Mike McAllister? You utilize the link at the top. You can join vis-a-vis the video chat, and we'll bring you on throughout the show today. We've got the chat up. We'll be going through the comments. We'll let you all get in, get settled. I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of all that. It wasn't good football. It wasn't good football. They won. You'll take the dub, right? You'll take the dub. But there we go. They won. What more do you want than that? Than a win? That was a game that midway through the fourth quarter. When did they score that first touchdown of the fourth? When was that long Justice Ross Simmons touchdown? That was 5:41 left. I mean, you're down 17-6. Like, you got nothing going. You got absolutely nothing going. Your best offense in the second half was a missed 48-yard field goal. Ross Simmons gets loose. Then you get his stop. Then you go on the long touchdown drive to tie it. The Ross Simmons touchdown catch in overtime. I mean, that grab was just flat out ridiculous. And I think it actually was a touchdown. Like, I think he went over the pylon and the whole thing. You look at the numbers. I mean, history technically is going to remember this, that Steve Angeli threw for 417 today. Yeah. Does anybody think they just watched one of the best passing games in Syracuse history? Yeah, exactly. Lady receiver Dan Villari, 7 catches, $104. I don't know what we just watched. Yasin Willis, 11 for 48. That's not really what I thought. 18 on his second carry of the game. Never had another carry remotely as big as that, but scores the game. The touchdown that could have won the game late in regulation. There was a lot of stuff today. There was a lot of stuff today. You feel good about the win. You don't really feel good about the route taken. You would have preferred being able to do this. I did predict before the game that it was going to be uncomfortably close. I didn't really think it was going to be like that. But it was. And, there we are. All right, so here's the deal. We got you in the chat. We got the chat up. We're looking at the chat. We see you, Brian and Kev and Randy and Howard and JR and Mitch and Sean and the whole crew was on there. I've pinned, again, for those just joining, I've pinned to the top of the chat the link to click on to join the post-game show. So we'll be giving that a go again here today to get our post-game viewers on here live after the game, so we can get you in and talk to you live after the game, get you on video-wise and the whole thing. So we look forward to doing that again here today, and we'll just hang out for a little bit. We'll hang out for a little bit, and we'll see where the whole thing takes us. Right? We'll just hang out here for a bit, and we will see where the whole thing takes us. I believe we have our first guest ready. I'm just getting it all situated here. Here to bring on. Oh, do we have an error of some sort? I think it's YouTube is not responding. I agree. It looks like YouTube is responding. You seem to all be here with me. Oh, did it just explode? What's going on? Are we still on the air? What happened? Chat. Somebody answer me if we're still here. What's going on here? What just happened here? Is YouTube? Did YouTube die? Is it back? What's going on? I think we're still here. I don't know what just happened here. Did we just lose? We were getting ready to go to Amir too on the line. Okay, it's on. I don't know. The thing is that the computer is acting weird. Things are acting weird. It didn't like whatever I was. It didn't like whatever I was doing. All right, hang on just a second here. We're getting this situated in the way that we like. All right, we got our all right. Audio is a bit choppy. All right, I don't know what's going on here, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. Do we have our guy Amir here? Let's bring it. We got our guy Amir down in Tampa. He was our guinea pig last week. Our first guest who made work. He's back here today. So, I got you, buddy. We got live on the air. How you doing? I can hear you. Can you hear me? All right, Amira. Thanks for the call. We got some technical issues going on here. We're gonna try to figure this out. We're gonna try to figure out these technical issues. We don't want to lose the whole stream here. So everybody, hang on. We're going to stop the stream. We're gonna stop the stream and then quickly restart the stream. So everybody out there, you may need to refresh. And re-jump, if you can hear me, you may need to refresh and
run the ball with him. We saw too much will. And I think the defense improved over the game. And run defense.
All right, are we back? Did we do it? Are we back? Everyone come back. Everyone come back. Is this doing anything? Are we back here? All right. Restarting. Check. Hello, internet. Restarting. Take two. Everybody come back in. Come back in and join us. It seems we're reconnected again. I don't know what the heck happened there. That was weird. We had zero such issues last week, and then here today things went a little wonky. But we're trying things. We're trying things out. All right, so people are coming back in. People are coming back in here. Seems better, says Robert. All right, Randy says we're back. All right, Forever Orange Girl says that's good. Okay, so we'll try to keep it rolling like this as best we can here, as we got it back up and rolling. It appears for the moment. Amir's still hanging here on the line, so let's bring our guy Amir back in to see if he had anything else. Sorry about that, Amir. We had to do a quick little restart there, but finish up what you were saying earlier.
Five-minute rant. I want to but I'll go over what I said again. I think they had like 3 straight stops, and I think that was really good. I think the run defense improved over the game. I think Dan Villari was a really good player. I think he was probably one of our best offensive players this game, probably our best. He was getting open, finding seams in this more than we did. We started to do that at the end of the game, but we should have started doing it in the beginning.
All right, Amir. Yeah, the O line really struggled in the game here today. That's for sure. We're still trying to figure this out. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube here right now. All right, so yeah, we're too popular, Tim. We're breaking the internet. That's what's going on. But thanks for Amir checking in today. If anybody else wants to give it a go. The link is pinned to the top of the link is pinned to the top of the chat to come in and hang out today. I don't know if we need to do a quick restart again here to see what's going on. I don't know what we did to break the internet again here today, but we're yeah, it's it's like when Taylor Swift tickets were on sale, Kevin. That's exactly the same thing. Me and T Swift, me and the Swifties, we can both break the internet. But to Amir's point, like, I mean, the offensive line was bad for a majority of the day. Plus, Angeli's awareness in the pocket, again, unfair to him. We're comparing to Kyle McCord. Unfair to him comparing to Kyle McCord. But he was just getting smoked, like blindside smoked at various points during the game. Like, just didn't see people coming, getting absolutely smoked. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right, we're gonna. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm gonna do. I got a feeling I know what may have broken it. I'm gonna do one more little. Everyone, hang on here. I'm gonna do one more little reset here. We're gonna stop streaming, restart streaming. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We're going to stop streaming, restart streaming. We'll be right back. All right, take three. Take three is the one that's going to work best. Here we are. We're still here. We're still here. It says our connection to YouTube is excellent right now, by the way. Excellent, it says. I don't. I think it might have been. I tried to do like a little motion-y background thing behind Amir and our callers. I think it might have broken the internet. But let's. Here we go. We're back. I think we're back. We're getting it up and cooking again. We like Amir down in Tampa being our first caller. If anybody else would like to join us here on the post-game show, do check out the link. We're pinned at the top of the page. You can do that. It'll bring up a little box. You can type in your name, and you can come hang out. You can come hang out. Coming up on during the show. Sean says you can't hear again. Can anybody else hear me? I can hear me, but that doesn't necessarily do a whole lot of good for the rest of the world. What's up, KC fan? KC fan, good to see you here on the YouTube. Glad we could peel you away from the other side. No one can hear me. Is that factual? That nobody can hear me right now? Well, it's coming through my YouTube. I don't know. Did your guys get like I have it on YouTube on my tablet right here, so I can see the sound is going out. Like I see the sound going the other way. Like I can see it. Now you can. T-Takes is here. Kevin can hear for miles and miles and miles. Oh yeah. Everyone, just a little refresh. I don't know what's going on. We broke the internet a few times today. It's like Syracuse and UConn tried to break football this afternoon. Sometimes you got to break the internet a little bit to figure out what you're doing. Sometimes you got to break the internet a little to figure out what you're doing. But we're doing something. Yeah, Mike McAllister. Syracuse should now be favored to win the Natty. I don't see anything incorrect about that statement. It all sounds good. All right, yeah. Everyone, back out. Come back in. You can hear in San Diego. We like that. We're coast to coast. We're bi-coastal. We're going all around. So again, there's a link at the top. I have a sense I know what broke the streaming. So we're gonna try not to do that again, but we'll see. We'll see. If you'd like to join in with a call, go to the top, click on the link. It's in the pinned comments, and you can get on here with the video and the whole thing. But do come hang out. Hopefully, we didn't drive too many people away by breaking the internet at the beginning of the show. But yeah, what are you guys feeling about Angeli? Like I'm 2 games in. I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, McAllister's on the good stuff. McAllister is on the good stuff right now. This is why Dan Hurley almost quit as head coach, because he saw this game coming and he knew what was going to happen. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Cayenne Anthony is transferred out because of today's game. It's just he couldn't take it anymore. But man, I'll say this about Fran, right? Like go back to last year. Like that UNLV game was weird last year. The Virginia Tech game was weird. There was a lot of weird games last year. The whole season was weird in many ways, but Syracuse thrived in the weird moments. Today's game was weird, and it wasn't good, and it was kind of a mess. But in the moments that mattered, right at the end, Syracuse made plays. That does count for something. Yeah, Sean Williams makes a great point. Angeli made 5 to 7 good or great throws, including the game-winning touchdown throw in overtime. I mean, the catch was ridiculous by Justice Ross Simmons, but the throw, pinpoint, and the whole thing. Angeli is a rich man's Todd Philcox. Hey, Philcox was like a decade in the league if he's going to be a rich man's Todd Philcox. That tea was hot. That was hotter than I was planning for. But, yeah, of all the Syracuse 400-yard passing performances that we have ever seen, has there ever been one that felt less like it than that one? Like, I know Andrew Robinson had some games back in the day where he was slinging it around. But, my goodness. And, again, it's just totally unfair to Angeli. We had Kyle McCord last year. McCord is really, 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 really good. He's an NFL player. He's a high level college quarterback. And it's one of those things, like, Angeli's not that. He's not going to be. Yeah, he's 2-0 without the accuracy. Ooh, that's damning. And you saw the amount of hits he took today. He might be 2-0 with the concussions if he doesn't watch out here going forward. It's just like he took a lot of blindside hits today that he appeared to have absolutely zero idea were coming his way. Like, think back to last year with McCord. Now, McCord's not the most nimble guy. He's not going to win a race. He had some crazy spin moves to get out of trouble. I don't remember him once getting hit just in the back of the ribs last year without having any idea that something was about to happen. I don't remember it once to have something like that happen to him last year. That said, to your point, yeah, this is Angeli's first year starting. Yeah, Kyle McCord started an entire season for the Ohio State University before he ended up with us here in the Qs. Yeah, why didn't they feed Willis? I don't know. Yasin had a weird day, did he not? I thought this was going to be a massive Yasin Willis day. 11 carries, 48 yards. His longest carry was the first drive of the game, right? He had an 18-yard carry. It was his second carry of the game. I get you're playing from behind, but really didn't get a good push in the run game today. The line really struggled, I thought. The line really struggled. Kev, if you're trying to call in, I did see your link popped up, but then you disappeared. So try it again if you want to hop on the show. There is the pinned comment at the top of the chat is a link to join the video chat. Is a link to join the video chat. So we'll see how that goes. If anybody else wants to hop on in and join us throughout the rest of the show here today. Ed Jelly is a procrastinator, gets fired up by a deadline. Maybe. Did Syracuse get exposed today, Tim Shermer? Exposed? I don't know. Like, it's early in the season. You played Tennessee last week. The schedule is brutal. Yeah. I don't know. Did they get exposed? I don't think I want to go that far with it. I don't think I'd say that's what happened today. But, yeah, they didn't play well. And, well, UConn, I think, is all right. I mean, they're UConn. Look at some of the games coming up later this year. And I'm not talking about Clemson or Notre Dame or, road trip at SMU or games like that. Think about Pittsburgh and Boston College. They're both in the Dome. You can't play like that and beat either of them. And those are games that you absolutely have to win, right? Like, if you don't beat Pitt and BC later this year, you're talking about getting to a bowl game. The path disappears. So, yeah. And, good point. Our guy, San Diego Q's, J.R. Brown. Yeah, how do you go from the offense look pretty good against Tennessee to that? I don't know. Yeah, does Fran get a full washing after this one? Hey, they covered the spread. Yeah, go figure. They did cover the spread. If it had ended in regulation, they would not have covered, right? What was it? 3.5, 4.5? What did it close at? Gatorade bath, so he's still just a little sticky at the end. I don't know where you go for something like this. I don't know, and that's another good point, Sean. I think it's one that we all knew this going into the year. We talked about it a lot in Portal Watch during recruiting. If Mike McAllister's still here, that's why we talk to him all the time. Like, a majority of this team is freshmen and sophomores, or similarly young redshirt type players that transferred in from other programs. Like Angeli's technically older than that, but he's basically never played. The offensive line, there's not a lot of actual in-game experience on the line. You look at the defense, Antoine Delorier ends up making the final play of the game. He's a true freshman, muscle-bound dude from Quebecois. Like, there's a lot of this stuff that you don't. There's just a lot of young guys on the field that hopefully they ran sprints after the game. Is that factual? And they were handing out pocket schedules? I don't know if any of that's true, and I choose to believe all of it because that's kind of electric. This is one where Fran's not going to be happy after this game. Fran's not going to be happy after this game. There's a 0% chance that Fran is happy after that game. See if we can see any of Fran's here's a quote from Fran postgame. We were talking a lot on Twitter during the game about should they go to Ricky Collins at some point. I'd imagine the thought crossed many of your minds. Fran Brown, quote, I've been with my wife for 26 years. I'm loyal, period, end quote. There you go. And to that point, Mitch Match, I'm pretty sure Fran Brown's answer to Elijah Robinson is going to be about the same as that. Defense played much better as the game went along. Obviously, they got shredded last week. But, yeah, Fran will go down with the ship that brought him there. And he'll be saved by the ship that brought him there. You saw a video of the sprints, Brian? Okay. Yeah, like, that's not a game to... It's a game that you're... I don't even happy you won. You're relieved you won. You needed to win. You lose that game, you got big problems going forward. Like, you lose to UConn with how tough this schedule is. Making a bowl game becomes really, really tricky. Like, being able to add it up to 6 gets really, really tricky if you don't have UConn in the back pocket. Obviously, Colgate next week in the back pocket. If you can't get the gimmies, then you don't have a shot at winning the bigger games down the line. So you got this one. Syracuse had a few games like that, and you kind of forget it in the aftermath. You end up going 10-3. Like, Syracuse had some games like that last year that are like, whoo, well, it's a win. It's a win. And you take it. But yeah, the quarterback situation is going to be very interesting to watch because Angeli through 2 games has been fine-ish. Like, the interception he threw today was bad. He easily could have thrown a couple of more if things had gone very slightly differently. Ricky Collins, we've never really seen before. So anything he might bring to the table is just completely theoretical at this point. So I don't really know. I don't really know. Like, you're not going to go away from Angeli, I don't think, after that performance, and then look late. Like, he leads the game-tying drive. He throws the game-winning touchdown pass. You know, now you got Colgate next week, Friday night game. Like, that's a game where, in theory, you know, you can actually get some people in, show off your depth a little bit. But, man, yeah, like, I'm not sold on it. I'm neither sold nor am I out on Angeli yet. All I know is this. He's not Kyle McCord. And without having seen Ricky Collins yet, he must not be Kyle McCord either. Because if he were, he'd be starting. And it's not fair to any of them, but that's just, that's the world we live in right now because, man, Kyle, how great was Kyle? Oh, Kyle McCord. We could sit here for an hour, 2 hours waxing poetic about one Kyle McCord. Yeah, maybe they do need to go up-tempo. I don't know. It's a weird situation, right? Because you don't necessarily want to go up-tempo all game with this defense the way it doesn't really look that great right now. And I do agree with the chat. I thought Demetrius Samuel clearly stepped his game up this week from last. And the top receiver there, Bell, for UConn, who had opportunities, Michigan, otherwise in the offseason, if he wanted to leave, that were there. And then the ridiculous catch he made to extend the game-tying drive to end regulation. But, yeah, I don't know. I think we saw some growth in some areas, game 1 to game 2. Hey, and Jelly is Jaquan Carlos. Don't insult the man. That is ridiculous. Jaquan Carlos. Well, that's M___D. That's what I thought they were going to do today. Like, they're not McCord. I thought we were going to see the Sin Willis show today. That's what I did No Wrong Answers yesterday. I thought he was going to run for 100. Yasin had 11 carries for 48 yards. Now, I get there's a game script, and it gets knocked off because you're losing. I get it. I get it. But 11 carries, 48 yards for Willis. His longest carry came on the first drive of the game. Yeah, he has the touchdown that could have won it late in regulation. But yeah, it was weird. I thought we were gonna get more Willis. Obviously, UConn thought the same thing, so they were game plan for it. But Angeli, and yes, overtime, he threw 53 passes today. The Orange had 29 rushing attempts, minus 6 sacks, so 23 called runs in the game. Add the 6 sacks to Angeli's 23 called runs in the game, 59 called passes in the game. That's a significant discrepancy between running and passing the ball. Now, last year that happened all the time, but yeah, you had Kyle McCord. Oh yeah, we had some wrong answers, Tim. What happened to did he even play? Did anybody see if Jamie Tremble played a snap of defense today? I thought he was the starting linebacker. He was not the starting linebacker, and he did not register a tackle. I did not notice him on defense once. Did he play a snap of defense today? I saw him on special teams once. Like, that was weird. Like, Fran on Monday is like, the whole team's playing two ways. Jamie Tremble's one of the best athletes in the history of the world. He's starting in linebacker. He might play tight end, too. He had 0 stats today. He had 0 total stats today. The whole thing is, like, what was that? I don't think we still haven't seen Demetrius Samuel on offense. I don't know if anybody, like, on Monday, half the damn team was going to play two ways. We were going, Chuck Bednarik, lace it up. Everybody's out there, Travis Huntering, two ways, Heismaning. And I don't know if a single player played two ways today. Like, literally the only time I noticed Tremble on the field is I saw him running down the field on punt coverage at one point. Like, Delorier and Gary Bryant were the main two linebackers in the game, with some Derek McDonald mixed in. At least what I noticed. And, you look at literally the last play of the game. Who's on the field? Who makes literally the last play of the game? Delorier was the guy on defense that makes literally the last play of the game. I'm cool with that. I mean, that guy was a big-time recruit. Like, if he's ready to go, yeah, get him on the field. He makes more sense in my head as a linebacker than one of your tight ends. But really strange. What Fran said on Monday about all these two-way guys, as he was just trying to mess with Jim Mora's head or do something weird to fire up his team. Like, none of that happened today. I didn't see one guy play two ways. Maybe it happened, but I didn't notice one single guy. Tremble was all over on defense. He was all over there. He was everywhere. He was directing the tackles to other people. He was so all over. Did Willis get hurt or something today? Not to my knowledge, KC fan. Not to my knowledge. I think they just got behind and then... I like Will Nixon too, but where's your pass catcher guy? Yeah, the whole thing's weird. Again, if anybody would like to join vis-a-vis the video chat, we have a link pinned to the top of the comments if you'd like to check that out. Delorier is already better than McDonald. I will co-sign on that. Delorier is a good player. Like, if you keep that guy around for a few years, physical specimen that he is, that's a really good football player. I think. Like, I mean, that dude. I mean, we all saw the ridiculous picture that he had, whatever that was, a year ago with the muscles and the whole thing. But yeah, he's good. But true freshman on defense, he's out there. Samuel's out there. Like, it takes some time to get that all worked out. Takes some time to get that all worked out. But you like that Delorier, of all the things, coming up clutch in a game where nobody really played well, and it was kind of weird, and the vibe in the dome was weird, and it just didn't feel like there was a lot of juice. I mean, anybody that was at the game in the chat, you can speak to that. Like, it just did not feel like there was a lot of energy in that building. But Delorier, I think, had a good game. Samuel had a good game. So you got young guys, game 2 of their career. Now you got a chance with Colgate next week. Now you got a chance to work into it here a little bit before it gets crazy again when you're looking at Duke and Clemson and some of the games, SMU coming up down the line in the immediate future for this team. But we're hanging out here. It's the 315 post-game show. We got you after the game. We had Just a few technical difficulties early on. We seem to be in a post technical difficulty spot now, but glad to have you all in. Some people that were here before, some that have been here in previous iterations, some that are here for the first time. Glad to have you all. If you'd like to try to join the show, there is a video link pinned to the top pinned message in the chat from me. Has a link you could click on if you'd like to try to join the show via video call. We had our guy Amir from Tampa join us earlier on. Amir may or may not have broken the internet, or maybe it was me, or maybe it was just the internet, or maybe it's the fact that I'm in my basement. But we seem to be back and rolling right now, if you'd like to give that a crack here going forward. Yeah, did a lot of people leave early? Like, again, the game was moving. Like, what else do you got to do? Like, the fair's over. You can wait a week on apple picking. Like, come on. It's a Friday night game next week. Am I not framed on the wall, Tim? Oh, my degree? Where? Yeah. Where is my framed degree? I do have a framed degree. I don't know where it is at this exact second. Who is ready for Clemson? Should I just... Gonna go hide under something, Sean. Not ready for Clemson right now. Not ready for that at the moment. Don't want that smoke right now. Though I don't know how good Clemson is. I think they may have been overblown a little bit going into this season based on how that LSU game went last week. That said, it'll feel great if you're Syracuse with Clemson impending on the schedule in just a few weeks. It was half empty at the end, Mike. Yeah, it wasn't full to begin with, and that's what stinks here. And, man, this is just, like, what can you do? This is just bad luck. But, like, last year, Fran gets everyone excited. McCord, you have the big year, the whole thing. Everything's happening. It's great. McCord, all of that. The Miami game at the end. You know, we know the whole story. And then, through just a variety of reasons, you've had the Tennessee game on the schedule. That's been sitting there, right, for, like, 5 years. Notre Dame, which is an ACC contract thing. That's a road game this year. Clemson, road. Georgia Tech, road. SMU, road. Like, as much as Pitt and BC are rivalries, it doesn't necessarily totally excite you. Those are not auto sellout dome games. There is not one with 5 remaining dome games this season. There's not one of them that's like, yeah, this is the game. And probably the biggest one, I guess, would be what? Belichick Halloween Friday night. But then they go out and just get absolutely smoked in the opener by TCU on Monday night. And, man, did they get smoked. That was funny. So, I don't know. The home schedule this year, it just does not have a lot of sizzle on it. So the whole thing, it's rough. Now, like, you're going to be through, next week, you're going to be through a third of the home schedule with just UConn and Colgate to show for it. And yeah, what's the big game? What's the game that gets everyone excited? And like, it really was luck of the draw in many ways, because like this Tennessee game and Notre Dame games are scheduled so far ahead of time, and then the ACC scheduling matrix has changed 87 million times in the last 5 years. I don't even know what was supposed to be in the dome this year, but I'm sure it wasn't this, just because divisions and a lot of stuff. Like, it's changed 8,000 times over the course of the last 2 years, so you probably didn't quite plan for it. I will say this, and this is on the ACC, and while the Miami game on Thanksgiving Saturday last year was awesome, and I don't want to trade that, and, you know, that's one of the best games in dome history, and blah, blah, blah. Like, are you going to try to make the BC game anything? Like, the BC game should be like the last game of the season every year, and it would be really nice, ACC, and there's been so many times here, ACC, that you've had a chance here to redo the schedule. It would be nice if Pitt and BC were opposite each other. I hate that they're either both home or both on the road. Like, that's one where one's got to be home every year, one's got to be on the road. An EC road trip every year, and, you know, the 2 games you've had forever. The fan base is a little on them sometimes. Like, you don't want them to be double anchoring your home schedule every other year, which is the case this year. So, yeah, I think that stinks. My guess is, Kevin, that Belichick's girlfriend is going to visit the Dome that night, at least in the form of many, many Halloween costumes, because UNC is here on a Halloween Friday night. I'm going to imagine that Jordan and Bill are going to be like half the crowd that Friday in the Dome, especially if people are still like tuned in and ready to go with the season coming up. That could be a scene. It could change a little bit if Carolina totally stinks, which, whoo, they totally stunk on Monday, though. TCU's quarterback reminded me a bit of one Kyle McCord. He was pretty good. I liked him. But, yeah, I don't know. Where do you think we're going here with Syracuse, people? Because let's look at the schedule real quick. Let's break it out. Hang on. Next week is Colgate. Remember, that's Friday night, 7 o'clock for Colgate. So that'll be a huge crowd. I'm certain of it. We'll rock a little post-game show here next Friday night at 10-ish. Then the week after, as we scroll ahead, you're on the road at Clemson. So let's just be realistic. More likely than not, that's a loss, right? More likely than not, you're losing to Clemson. They're the heavy favorites to win the league. Then you got Duke coming into the Dome, and that's the last week of September. That's a pretty significant hinge game for this season, that Duke game coming up at the end of September. Duke and Syracuse, very similar years last year with, portal quarterbacks coming in, winning 9 regular season games. Whoever Duke won last year, new head coaches, the whole deal. Like that feels like a rather pivotal game as you look forward to wrap up September. So we'll see how that goes. Now, I still think, and nothing we saw today agrees with this. Not a single thing we saw today agrees with this. But I've thought all offseason, when we basically knew nothing at all about this team, that Fran Brown, we like Fran Brown. Did Duke get killed today? Let's pop up the old ACC scoreboard. That we all like Fran Brown. We looked at this road schedule, 6 games away from the Dome. Most of them really tough. 4 of them against college football playoff teams from last year. I'm like, Fran's getting one of those just by sheer force of will, right? Now, if he goes and does it at Clemson, that's unbelievable, because that would take the ACC and just absolutely toss it on its head. I don't sense that this team is quite ready for that in 2 weeks. I just don't really get that sense. I mean, they showed a little heart late today, right? But I don't get the sense they're quite ready for something like that in a couple of weeks. All right, loading up. No, Clemson is currently trailing Troy 7-0 in a weather delay in the first quarter. Where's this Duke game? What happened to Duke? Holy moly, Duke got smoked by Illinois, 45-19. Duke's quarterback Darian Mensah threw for 334 and 2 touchdowns. Illinois is ranked 11th in the country. Who knew? The Illini. But, yeah, I think Fran's getting one of these big ones on the road this year. I don't know which one. Like, it's not like, oh, he's got the secret sauce against this team. It's not that. It's just like, if Fran Brown's going to be, in the long term, medium term, whatever amount of term, the guy that we think he's going to be, then I think that's, I think he'll get one of those. Again, if any of you want to join vis-a-vis the live video call today, link is pinned to the top of the chat, and you can give that a go. One other update, apparently so, M___D. Illinois is good. That Brett Bielema can coach a little bit, huh? That's what their coach is, right? Here's what I think I'm going to try to do on Monday. You know what's popular now on the old internet? Those videos where you watch somebody on the screen reacting to something else. That seems popular these days. Like, you can watch somebody reacting to something. So I think I have the technology to pull this off, that I can stream. I think I can stream Fran's presser on Monday at 1 o'clock and, like, put me in a box on top of it or next to it, or I don't know. We'll figure out where. We'll figure out the geometry of the screen. We got time to work on that. But I think there's a way to do that where I can be there and, like, react live to Fran. So we're gonna try that little live stream on Monday at 1. It might be during the middle of another show you guys usually watch. Don't worry about that. So we'll give that a go on Monday, and see what the hell happens. But yeah, that's we're just lobbing that out there. If there's any interest, if you think that would be a fun thing, or if you'd watch that back later, do drop a comment. But I think that could be a thing. So we're gonna do it. Like I know you, Mr. San Diego Q's, you are a big wrestling guy. Like those videos are big in the wrestling community, the watching with the live commentary. So hopefully that'll scratch you right where you itch. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, I've done a lot of work very specifically on this corner of the basement. Never mind over here. My wife has cleaned up the rest of the basement. This corner of the basement. And if not, we'll post that whole thing up on YouTube, so it'll be a good way to watch it later. But I think I can do it. I need to tinker and monkey with the software, and I got to turn some knobs and smack some buttons, and throw some things on the floor and plug and unplug some cords, and hit it with a wrench. But I think we can do that. I think we own that technology. I think we own that technology. Thank you, Ryan Mullen. Oh, man. All right. What are we doing here? I do need to mosey across the street at some point out of the basement. There is a birthday party for a young 3-year-old named Sam going on across the way that I do need to make an appearance at some point. But what else do we got here? What else do we want to talk about? Yeah, it's actually, this is the entire basement, Ryan. My house is standing on just like 5 square feet. It's an impressive feat of engineering. There we go, Tim. Watching after the fact is just as good as watching live. They all count up. They all add up. We'll be out in the world. We'll be out searching for some sponsors this week. Some of you guys reached out last week in the DMs and whatnot saying you work for companies or anything that might be interested. So if you are a person like that, shoot me a DM on the social media. Links are in the bio. I made a little link tree thing the other day. We got the tree of links, so you can click on that. You can find all sorts of links to click on there, and there's plenty of ways to get in contact in the DMs on basically every social media thing that does exist. Oh, I think I see our guy Mike in Connecticut is looking to make an appearance here today. Let's see if we can get him queued up for the old post-game situation here. Let's get his video popping here. Hopefully we won't break the stream again here by taking another guest. I have no idea why I have some idea why maybe the stream broke earlier, but I don't know if that's what actually happened or not. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Let's hit the button and bring in our guy Mike in Connecticut. Lovely in his backyard again, I believe. What's going on, Mike? How you doing? Oh, hang on, Mike. User error. I did not unmute you. I've now unmuted you, Mike. Now you can talk. How's it going?
Good. So 3 things. I think it's a little weird. Fran on the Angeli thing. I've been loyal to my wife for 26 years. Wasn't he loyal to Collins for like about 4 seconds before we brought in Angeli? So I kind of see both sides of it. 2, the defense finally stepped up, but I'm not sure about Elijah. They look slow. I mean, yikes on that side of it. And 3, I love the idea. I love the idea of that one of those reaction to video kind of things. And since I'm in Connecticut, if anyone in Connecticut sees this and you're my neighbors who went to UConn, tough. We beat you today. Suck it, UConn. Go Cutes. I'm out.
Thank you, Mike. That is a giant inflatable auto. I like that. I like giant inflatable. That was production value there from Mike in Connecticut. And yeah, that's it. Actually, I didn't. The first point didn't occur to me. Yeah, Ricky Collins was named starter, and then like 2 days later he hurt his hand, and then like 4 days later Angeli was here, and it was like, okay, yeah, all right. That's an interesting point. I hadn't thought of that angle. Yeah, so that's interesting. Maybe Fran was, dating around before he met his wife, and that's Angeli. I don't know. I think Kyle McCord maybe fits that role better for Fran. Kyle, we'll dress you up in the Steve Angeli mask. Come on back, man. Yeah, the D's struggling. The defense is struggling. Like, this team has a definite ceiling on it if they don't if they don't stop struggling here. Oh, is our guy Kevin Liverpool trying to get on here? Let's get Kev situated here. See if we can't get him popped on the old show here. Hang on, we got to hit some buttons. We got to hit the buttons to make it all happen here. I think. Why isn't he popping up? There's Kev's. I think I see Kev's feet. Let's bring in Kev. There's Kev's feet. Hey, Kev, I see your feet. What's going on, bud?
Hey, what's up?
What's
I
up,
guess
man?
I'm just trying. No,
Are we in your basement? Where am I looking right now? Are we
I'm in my garage.
the garage. There we go. Okay, we're live and looking at Kev's garage in Liverpool. He's got the brooms ready to go. We almost had to sweep out the Syracuse team today. What's up, man? Good to hear from you. Thanks for hopping on the show.
No, I just the whole first half, and second half almost. It's like they didn't have any defense and no offense, and Angeli was just crazy. I don't know if I don't know. I'm sorry that I don't know. I just wanted to hop on just to say that it was a horrible game today.
It wasn't good, Kev. It was not good. Thanks for hopping on, Kev. Always appreciate you tuning in. And it was like up until what, like 5 minutes to go in the game, you're just starting to become resigned to the fact that they were going to lose.
Live, and it was. I was like, holy crap! Man. Where was this in the first quarter?
Yeah, there was just no signs of life in the first three quarters, and then you get the one play to Justice Ross Simmons there in the fourth, and it turned the whole thing around, and they were able to come back and pull out in overtime. So we'll take the win. Thanks, Kev. We'll put you back off to the side here, but if anyone else wants to hop in on the video chat, we got that cooking. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, so you can go up there and click on it and hang out. Thanks so much to all you guys for coming and hanging out today and dealing with our technical issues earlier, which I believe may have been self-inflicted. I was trying to make the background look pretty and move around and stuff. I think it might have been too many things for the computer to handle, and it broke the internet there for a minute. But that's okay. That's okay. It's an interesting point, J.R. Brown, San Diego Cuse. No huddle may be the way to go. It's a weird balance, right? Because for Angeli, I think that may be correct. And for Syracuse's defense, I think that may be a terrible idea. And I don't know where the middle ground is on that. I don't know if there is a middle ground on that. And that's the problem here, because the defense, I think the defense probably needs the game slowed down here a little bit. And Jelly seems to play better when there's a little pace and there's a little tempo. And that's not hand, meat, fits glove. Like, those are two diametrically opposed ideas. And at some point, you may have to lean into one to sacrifice the other. And I think realistically, you're going to have to lean into the offense being effective, right? Because you can't put up any points. Like, it doesn't matter what the defense is doing. So I don't know. I don't know. Should up-tempo work well since coach can call in plays to the quarterback, Tim? Yeah, in theory, because the headset communication remains open until there is, I believe, 15 seconds on the play clock. So if you get lined up quick, like, I don't think McCord really needed this help much last year. Like, I think he would have preferred Jeff Nixon shut up at some points because he was good and ready to go. But you can have Jeff talking to the quarterback and Jelly or whomever up until 15 seconds around the play clock. So if you are, like, no huddle ready to go, it's not just here's the play, it's dispersed in the huddle. Like, if you're up in the line of scrimmage with, like, 28 on the play clock, he can still be talking to him while they're getting a view of what the defense is showing. Now, that can also clutter your quarterback potentially with too much information there at the end. It's a weird balance. Like, a guy like McCord last year, again, I feel bad for Angeli. Sorry, Steve. We love Kyle. A guy like McCord last year, he could handle and process all of that information quickly, and he knew when to just completely tune out the information coming in because he had it and just shut up and let me do my thing. But he also started a whole year at quarterback for the Ohio State before he came here to Syracuse and had that game last year. Yeah, did Angeli have trouble hearing? I don't know. It's one of those things where he's not used to it yet. Forever Orange Girl in a real game of actually what you got to do to hear it. It's different in practice. I don't think it's necessarily an equipment issue. You just got to get used to hands over the ears, whatever you got to do to hear the play call. It's a tough situation sometimes to get some of that stuff working. But man, hopefully it works out because you could have made the argument today to pull Angeli to go to Collins for a spark. Fran obviously did the opposite. I can go either way on that in the flow of the game. Now you've won the game, and Angeli played well on the last 3 drives essentially to win you the game. So he cemented the job as his for now, and now it's like, all right, where do you get in the season? And that said, Angeli's also taking some wicked shots. He cannot continue to get hit like this and make it through the season. Not a chance in hell he's going to make it through the season if he keeps getting hit like this. No way. No way he's going to make it through the season and get hit like this. He took some brutal shots in the opener and today. And some of that's on him, right? It's the quarterback that's involved in setting protections in many ways. But, he took a couple of hits right in the back where he had not a clue. A guy was rushing off his blind side and hitting him right in the ribs. So that's a situation to be dealt with down the line. Yeah, I can see that too, Forever Girl. It's a really weird situation, right? And it's one where, thankfully for Fran last year, because of Kyle, what? I mean, it's half luck that McCord is available, and it's a lifetime, a whole lifetime of everything set up that situation for Kyle and Fran and Jeff Nixon and everybody involved with it last year. You couldn't make that up. You couldn't create that again. That you knew in your first year ever of being a head coach that you had a guy, you had the dude, and you were locked, loaded, and ready to go. You never had to think about it. I don't care. He could have thrown 17 pick sixes in that pick game last year, and it would never occur to me to take him out of the game. I don't care. You just leave him in there. He's the guy. Just you ride it until the end. But yeah, that's where we go. All right, I think we're up here today. It appears to be getting a little funky again. But thanks to all of you for hanging out here on this Saturday. Remember, if you are here and you are not subscribed, you don't have notifications turned on, do that so you know when we're doing things live and you can come join us live. Current plan is Monday at 1. I'll try to rock a live stream. We'll do a live running commentary alongside Fran Brown's weekly Monday press conference. So we'll try to do that a little bit on Monday. Then we'll see where the week takes us. Brian is 315 on all the major social medias. Check out the link tree. We got that going here this week. We got the we got Twitter, we got the X, we got the Instagram, we've added the Facebook, we got the TikTok. I've even tossed my Venmo on there. Somebody's like, put your Venmo up. I'm like, all right, I'll put my Venmo up. I'm like, no obligations, but I toss my Venmo up there. Everything is available on the link tree. Everything is available. I don't know what's going on with the internet quality. Things are getting wonky. We're gonna wrap it up though. Have a great weekend. I know this. Syracuse won. No more questions. Talk to you again in a couple of days.